Let me tell you, if you've never been robbed or mugged, then you do not understand the psychological, emotional, or even social behavior effect that robbery can have on a victim. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, karibu sana, and if you're returning, asante sana. I really do appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate the support. Your subscription it really warms my heart, and I just appreciate you guys so much. So today, I want to share with you my first robbery story. Yes, I have been a victim of being robbed or being mugged, and trust me, it can be a very frightening or traumatizing experience. It can cause a lot of emotional, psychological, and even social behavior effect to someone. Especially for women or people who do not have, hardy or personality, people who have like soft personalities. Being robbed can really affect you really bad. So yeah, this is what happened. Sorry guys, my drink was pouring. Anyway, so this is what happened. So it was just a beautiful Sunday morning. My sister and I had already come back from like a morning service that usually starts like around 8:45 to I think 10:15, and we were just wondering like what can we do for the rest of the afternoon, because Sundays can be very boring if you don't have anything to do. But it's also like a day to just like decompress and prepare yourself for the week ahead, especially if you've had like a very busy week. So Sunday is a good day for just resting. And so there was this cousin of mine that I hadn't seen in a while, because I was always in school, and every time I come back, everyone was busy. So he was around, and I was like, yo, yeah, let's go and visit him, And I remember he was like, do you have movies? I was like, yeah, I do have movies, because when I was in high school, they used to give us like hard drive, and I had this 1 terabyte hard drive with a lot of movies inside. Like I had a ton of movies inside. You'd think I'm preparing to start a movie shop. In Kenya, we actually sell movies in a CD. We burn them in CDs and then we do sell them. So yeah, I was excited to actually go and visit him. So we had just left our main gate, and it was like about 100 meters just outside our main gate. Then as we were walking on the main road, we hear a sound at the back, a sound of a motorbike. At the back, someone was riding a motorbike. So we decided to move on the side of the road to allow them to pass. And then we just continued chatting, minding our own business, and then as we continue, I hear someone. So I had this handbag, a sling handbag, right on my hand, and I had this black trench coat, and I'd put my hands in my pocket. And then, so as we were walking, just minding our own businesses, I hear someone pulling my bag from behind, trying to pull it. And I thought, so I did not really pay attention. I thought it was one of my siblings just trying to get my attention, wanting me to turn around and check. So I did not really check. So I was just like, and then I continued walking. And then just seconds later on, I hear the sound of a motorbike again. And now, before I know, 2 people are on a motorbike, one the person driving, and now the one on the back was the one actually pulling my bag. And at that point, like, I did not know what to do. Like I was just confused. Like it did not occur to me like I'm actually being robbed, you know. So this person drives quickly, and then the one on the back pulls my handbag to the point where my hands, which were in my pocket, slips out, and even my jacket, my pocket jacket, like tore, and then my hands slipped out, and that is the way this guy was able to pull my handbag. And then they drove so quickly to the point that I could not do anything. I was left standing numb, and I was so confused. It did not even occur to me like I should run after them. Like for a second I just stood still. I watched them as they were going. Yes. And then now I started shouting, and then I'm thinking that my shouting is loud enough for people to hear and help me, but no one could hear me. It's like I was shouting, but I'm not shouting. Like people couldn't hear me. And after they're gone, that's when I'm like, okay, let me run after them.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But they're already gone. Like my running could not match up to their speed, you know. So I stood there, and there were people who were watching me as well, and instead of helping, they were just watching. You know, for some reason, sometimes you don't know, you know, what a thief might have in their pocket. They could have a knife, they could have a gun. I'm grateful because my robbery did not happen like at a, you know, a gunpoint. But at that point I was like, let me just stop, because I don't know what these people might have, and there was no way I was gonna get to them. They had already gone so fast, you know. So I stood there. I was so confused. I did not know, should I cry? Should I laugh? Like I was so numb. I'm like, what do I do next? Like I sat down for a minute, and I was just shooketh. I was shooketh, guys. Like I was frightened. My body was shaking. And then now the event started, you know, replaying in my head. Like, you know, how things have happened so quickly. And I was like, I was just confused. I was so numb. And honestly, that day I did not sleep. I could not sleep. Like I was so scared, especially after replaying the events. I was so scared by what had just happened. You know, I tried going to, you know, a police station to go and report the matter, but it was a dead end. Yeah, it was a dead end, because first of all, that, you know, in that handbag I had my phone, I had my wallet. In my wallet there was my national ID and my bank card, and a few cash, not so much. But the thing is, you know, in Kenya you cannot do anything without your national ID. So now I have to go, I can't even block the account, you know. So now I have to go to the police station again and apply for an affidavit, you know, so that they can be able to close my account and all those things. And it was just so much things that I had to do. And it got to a point I was just like, you know, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I just thank God that I was not physically injured, but emotionally and psychologically I was really affected. You know, I did not know what to do. And this is what a lot of people don't know. Like only people who have been robbed or mugged before would know this. Like when you are robbed, you tend to have a lot of intense of feelings of, you know, anger, confusion, guilty, isolation, low self-esteem. And I think I had that for a while. Like I was feeling confused, I was feeling guilty. You know, at some point I sat down and I was like thinking like if there's something that I could have done better, you know. So I was even trying to sympathize with the robberies, you know, thinking that, you know, it's my fault. Maybe there's something that I could have done better to prevent, you know, the situation from happening, but it was already done. And you know, I just thank God that, you know, my life was spared. And you know, I had very supportive people around me. My sister was very supportive, my auntie, my mom was very supportive. And it was, guys, I'm telling you now, I can laugh about it, but about 3 years ago, it was terrible. And that this is something that, you know, a lot of people or a lot of robbery victims go through. There are people who have, you know, the ability to just, you know, laugh about it, talk about it and move on. And there are people who actually go through a lot of fear or emotions or psychological emotions that you know, it's hard to get over, like quickly. It takes time. And until today, I still have some sort of fear. Like whenever I'm walking in the street and I hear a motorbike, I usually just like freeze. Like my adrenaline just like shoots. I freeze, and then what happens is I turn, I stand, I would stand, look back, watch the motorbike pass, then I start walking. Like, it's hard for me to hear a motorbike and I'm just, you know, still walking. No, I stand and look back. Like, I need to watch it leave me first before I can continue walking. That's how bad it is for me nowadays. And it's been hard, but I'm really trying to recover from it. And yeah, you know, I one thing that I would encourage, like, anyone, if you've never been robbed, then the only thing I can encourage you is, you know, try to be calm. When you're in that situation, try and be calm, because your life is more important, is worth than those material things, your handbag and everything. I know at the moment you feel like you've lost so much and you feel like you should have gone after them, you should have done this, like, so you're confused, you're battling in your head and you're feeling some form of anger, you know, but your life is more important than those material things. So instead of fighting them, because you don't know what they're carrying as well, some could have guns, some could have knives, you just don't know. Instead of fighting them, just be calm and you know, let them live. Just, your life is more important. Like, your life is really more important, and that is what I appreciate until to this day, that I was not physically harmed, even though psychologically and emotionally I had some effects on me. So yeah, guys, I hope you found this video encouraging, especially to those people who haven't been mugged before. You know, nowadays I'm always alert. Like, I am so much alert to the point, like, anytime I hear the sound of a motorbike, like, I turn, I freeze, but I'm so much alert. And yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, if you've been robbed before, like, how was the experience for you? How did you overcome that? You know, what are some of the feelings or the emotional or psychological feelings that, you know, affected you, and how did you overcome that? I would like to know, so you can share with me on the comment section below. And yeah, I just hope you find this encouraging, and just know that, you know, you can always overcome this situation and be able to get all, you know, these material things that you lost with time, not immediately, but maybe with time you can be able to recover them. And yeah, life moves on, guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share, like, comment. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Until then, do not forget to wear your mask, wash your hands, and social distance. Stay blessed. Bye.